Look how perfect this is. I did this with foils. I need to try to get these comments to where I can see them, so I'll have to try to pull up my computer. Give me 1 second. But look at this. These are done with foils from Mr. Nola's Glitter. They come in packs. This one's called Space Cowboy. I'll give you all the, I always say ingredients. I know it's not ingredients. I know we're not making anything. I always say ingredients for some reason. So I'll give you all the supplies that I use to do this. This is kind of the inspiration I took it from. This is one I did a while back. And I have, you are powerful, beautiful, brilliant, and brave. And I did that same thing with foils and just a super abstract kind of fun background. Here's a good cheat for you guys. On this one, I had to sit there and weed out these trees, and they had like all those little pieces behind those trees, but Mr. Nola's Glitter is coming out with a helper sheet that's going to have silhouettes. So keep an eye out for the drop on Monday. It's going to be through Mr. Nola's Glitter, and you won't have to weed trees, guys. It's going to be awesome. I'm super, super excited. Give me 1 minute. Let me see if I can pull up TikTok. On here. I don't know if I can see myself live. I don't know if I can. Okay, I will do my best to see comments. I don't think I can. All right, I'll do my best to see comments. I'm gonna show you guys how we did this. Super, super easy. I'm starting with just a black spray painted tumbler, and we're gonna do this. When I did this first one, I definitely went kind of Northern Lights abstract. And when I did this one last night, I don't like red. I'm not a red color. Good morning. I don't like the color red. And I'm not big on greens and yellow, so I wanted to stay with this pink, purple, blue vibe. But after I saw this morning where some of those pieces of gold, I don't know, it kind of gave me a Christmas feel. So I'm really thinking that if I can go ahead and kind of give a little more of a Christmas colors to this one, that I can put a really fun like Santa sleigh, some of like those like houses and chimneys silhouette on this, and it will be really, really cute. So I think I'll try to go for that. Like I said, I don't like the color red. So I'll see what happens whenever I get to that part, if I still have the nerve to do it. I want to make sure you guys can see this, but I need to see comments too. All right, if you have any questions, just ask. I'm always willing to help, so just let me know what you need. My lighting is trash. Hold on, guys. It's funny, my kids are always like, dog water. Like, they say dog water whenever something's just horrible. So now I'm like, half of me wants to be like, this is not good, dog water. All right, so here we go. Let me know if you guys can see. If you want it any closer, just let me know that too. So I have foiling glue. You can get this from Mr. Nola's Glitter website. These foils are awesome. Yeah, these are the foils that we're going to be using. Let me show you these packs first. Okay, I'm not using this pack today, but look how cute. I'm obsessed with tortoise right now. I feel like tortoise is like, I don't know, the new leopard for me. I love it. These are all from Mr. Nola's Glitter. If you haven't shopped at Mr. Nola's Glitter before, I do have a new customer code. It's SC-Teresa, Teresa. These are foil ribbons. This is just one of the sheets that they have. Look how pretty this is. Oh my goodness. Like, seriously, I love this. I love it. I love it. So this is a foil ribbon. You can adhere this with double-sided sticky tape, with tack it, and foil adhesive. If you have epoxy that's still a little tacky, you can also just press this right onto that epoxy, and that will leave some pieces also. I have a really good plan for this one. I know it's not summer. I don't care if it's not summer. I have a plan for this one pretty soon. So this is one that I did with some different foils. And this is just a black leopard. And I'm showing this to you because there's a few ways that you can achieve this little look. All right, I'll show you first if you're new with foils. Nothing. There's no difference between a tack it and foil adhesive. Not that I can notice. I didn't quite pay attention to the work time on my tack it when I used it, but when I did this foiling adhesive last night, this foiling glue, it was a while. Like, I got probably a good 45 minutes of this tumbler done, and and that glue is still tacky. So the work time on this is insane. Look at that shine. Isn't that insane? No bubbles, perfect shine. I'm excited. So I don't know, I didn't quite see a difference. So this right here is double-sided sticky tape, so is this. And I'm just doing this to show you guys one of the ways that you can apply it. If you want to get, let's see, pull this. If you want to get a really good, where is something I can put this on so it doesn't roll? I can't find it. Like I've been saying the whole day, like I need to jump on and do a live and show this. And this was my level of getting set up for you guys. Did great, didn't I? Let me open this real quick. And I will show you. You know what? I'm going to save these because I have a few ideas. I'll show you with one of these. Let's grab this one. Okay, I know on yellow, the color probably won't be all perfect, but just as an idea. So this is one of the foil ribbons. You put the pattern side facing up. And then what you'll do is just put it down on some double-sided sticky tape. You rub it in with the tool that I have propping it up. You can rub it in with your hand. You can use one of these, like just a little vinyl scraper. I've also seen some of those brushes, you know, like when you get your nails done, those little brushes that you use. You can see any of that. You can use those. Look at this. Look how pretty that came up. Just one perfect little strip. I love it. I'm obsessed with that one. Isn't it so pretty? I believe this pack right here is called Celebration by Mr. Nola's Glitter. This is on their website. It's pack number 11. All right, so let's bundle this all up. All right, somewhat tough for me to show, to see comments right now. I'm trying to see if I can find this. With my mouse, I'm trying to use upside down. Okay, I can't find it. Oh well. All right, I will do my best to see comments this way, guys. If I miss your question, I will do what I can to go back and look at comments and try to reply to you. Okay, so like I said, this is what we're making, this pretty little abstract Northern Lights tumbler. Super, super easy. So I'm gonna start off with this one right here. It's number 62. It's called Counting Stars. These are all foil strips, and I used some of these last night. If you can see where it's kind of missing that color, that's the part that I use. So when you pull it up, it's just clear in the background. So we're gonna go ahead and grab one of these. Last night I stayed really pink, purple, blue, so I'm going to kind of make a change and go with colors that I don't completely love, I think, and see if I can get this more of a Christmas vibe. I might stick with that green, blue, and see where it goes from there. All right, so this is a foiling glue. Just gonna put it directly on my tumbler. I'm not going to water it down. I'm gonna use it just like this, put it on, and give myself a good generous bit. I have my tumbler spray painted black, but it isn't a complete solid black perfect spray paint. There are parts where you can see the stainless through it because I didn't go like completely aggressive with that spray paint. And that's fine because so much of this will get covered up, that part won't even matter. So we'll go around, and then I know that I'm going to be putting trees towards the bottom of this, but I don't quite know, well, trees and like houses. If this comes out how I want, it will be kind of a Christmas theme. But I don't quite know my vinyl that I'm using for that, or a cheap sticky sheet from Mr. Nola's Glitter. I'm not sure which one I'll be using yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring this down a bit. That way I can put these foils as low as I want. And I know that regardless, whenever I settle on a sheet or design, it will be done, it'll be covered. Because I want this to be able to peek through the back of it. So we're gonna wipe this in. And I'm gonna keep this paintbrush because I'll need it for kind of this next layer. I'm gonna hit this with the heat gun super quick just to encourage this foiling adhesive to dry just a little. One of the tricks with this adhesive is that as it dries, it gets tacky. So you definitely want it to That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking would be so pretty, like have Santa going over the moon. I like that idea. Like that was one of my thoughts. And I saw one, who did it last year? Someone did one last year, and it was part of like the big tumbler swap that a few people did. And it just came out so good, and I loved it. All right, I'm not a big fan of red, but I really do want to get some red, green kind of in there. So I may actually start with this guy. Is that the same? It's close. Is that the same thing? Let's see. That's pretty close. Look how long this strip is. I mean, it is a decent little strip. Like I said, I did this whole tumbler yesterday, a 30-ounce tumbler with a few different packs. I'm only going to use maybe 2 from each pack, so it doesn't quite matter how this comes out. You won't go through a whole pack. All right, so like I said, we're starting with pack number 62, counting stars. Pull whatever one you want. I pulled kind of this reddish green. That was so funny because last night I did a live, and I was like, I'm not using that. I don't like that color. And I did not use it, and now look at me grabbing it. The way that this other one came out, I don't know. I woke up this morning when I saw it, I was like, oh my goodness, why do I feel like Christmas right there? Look how easy this comes up. I don't want it to be complete squares right here. I want it to go on kind of sketchy in some areas, so I'm not doing a ton to make it a big strip that goes around. We're just kind of doing it blotchy. And guys, like, have patience with this design. It will come together. It's definitely one of those, like, just go with it. I promise it will work out. This is exactly how I did the other 2. And when I posted them, I know a few people that asked were like, okay, help. What would you do? I'm gonna put a few more on this side.
Same as last night's live?
What was that?
Same as last night's live?
It's pretty much the same as last night's live, same vibe, but I want to go more of a Christmas feel, I think. The way that it came up whenever I looked at this morning's, the one I did last night, I don't know, I was really, really loving it. So I have a few this way, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this upside down, and I'm going to make sure I'm using kind of that same pattern, but having some of that red towards the bottom. And I'm just going to do this in a few more places, and then I'm going to switch to another color. I'll get some towards the top. The really neat thing is that they have these like stars in here that have like this little holographic flash to it. And once it starts to peek through some of these other colors, it gives a really, really good appearance to it. It's really good. I like it. This sheet's kind of flying away on me. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I have this down in some areas that I don't have it yet. And then we're gonna switch to another color. That came out as like one little blob. Look at that one. All of these foils are from Mr. Nola's Glitter. If you go on their website, you can search foil stripe. Let me see. Foil stripe packs. I'm gonna move this one out the way, and I'm gonna try to keep track of them. That way, if y'all want to go back and look. All right, I will do some of this blue. I love the way that blue looks, but this other one has so much kind of that blue and purple. I want to try to steer clear of purple, so I'm going to throw in some of this blue. You cannot use Mod Podge. No. The thing with this foiling adhesive is that as it dries, it gets tacky. Mod Podge will dry too quick. And what you really want is you want this to be able to adhere to your tumbler. It's tacky. You need it to be tacky so it will grab it. Put some along the top. You're welcome. Oh no, look, I sprayed this tumbler. Okay, so heads up, I sprayed this tumbler today. Usually I let this sit, but I did this today and I was like, I want to do another one, and I didn't let it sit. So look, this came through. I'm gonna put some more, tack it down right there, and it'll still be okay. Not a big deal. I like having the black in the background because it gives just kind of a nice solid look to it whenever you're putting your stuff down. But that part came up. It'll cover it. I'll show you right now how it covers it. I'll get this on. This right here is called foil strip packs. And when you type that in, it'll show you like a little box of, they come in kind of different size boxes. Some of them are like this width, and then some are bigger. They have about 10 rolls in them. And you can, like it comes with a little assortment, which I just love because you're not stuck to all the same thing. You kind of get a good variety. You throw this on. I'm gonna let that dry a little more before I go to stick that down. Make sure it will stay. I'm gonna go through and put some more of this. The glue that I'm using right now is called foil glue, foiling glue. They have this on the website. They have that on Mr. Nola's Glitter website. If you're a first-time buyer for Mr. Nola's Glitter, the code is SC-Teresa. So it's SC-TERESA. What is that? Is it 10 or 15? I'm not quite sure. I think it might even be 15%. I had it written somewhere. 15% off. Get some more of this down. This blue is so pretty. They have this darker color in the background of it. It's not quite black, but it's really, really pretty. So we're going to keep kind of putting this on blotchy. By the time we're done, a lot of this will be filled in. You won't have a ton left. And it's okay that I'm not using the pieces towards the top, because what I do towards the end is I'll go through and I will line up kind of the bits that are still on here. I'll line that up to the top of the tumbler. All right, we're gonna go for this part that came off. I'm gonna lay it sideways. Will that cover it? Let's see. I'll just go for a new strip. And you can see how it will cover just on top of stainless. Like I said, I like spray painting it black because it gives a little more base to it. I think it needs a little more tacket right there. But it goes in and it kind of clears, it closes that up. I'll get some more on that part in a little bit. Like I said, this is kind of just the first layer. Do not fall in love with what we're doing right now. This is not the end result of it. There's a lot more to go. So we're gonna keep going. All right, I think, let me turn this the other way. I think that's a good variety right there. Let me get a little blue up in this area and then down a little more right there. And like I said, you can use your fingernail, you can use a squeegee, whatever works for you. I'll do a little of both. Oh, press a little too hard and so that black came off again. Okay, so learn the lesson. Let your paint sit. Like, paint it and do it like the next day. Let it sit overnight because it kind of adheres to the tumbler a little better. That's funny because that didn't happen at all yesterday and I painted it. Did I paint it that same day? No, I didn't. I did it overnight because I remember I forgot my cup outside. And I woke up and I was like in the kitchen making my coffee and I looked out the window and I see like a tumbler just sitting outside. All right, so we're done with these thin strips. We're going to switch to something that will give a bit of fun to the background. We're going to go, let's see, I want to kind of keep it that Christmas vibe. I don't know if I like this one. Let's go pieces of this one. Okay, so this is number 18, Space Cowboy. This is kind of the variety that's in this pack. Oh, that one jumped out. And I think we're going to use this one. Since it has a bit of that red and green in there, it has those stars, we're going to go with this one. The other one that's in there is kind of this darker blue, almost like a navy. They have this really, really pretty orange. Guys, this orange, when this kind of neon orange comes out on a tumbler, oh my goodness. Can I show it to you in here? Look at that. It comes out so, so pretty. Like, it really pops through with some fun colors. It's crazy because the shine from this epoxy makes it really tough for me to show this to you guys sometimes. All right, so we're going, like I said, with Space Cowboy. We're gonna use the one that had a bunch of colors on it. I'll do this a little. This is a really good thing about these foils is that if I put this down, if I don't love the way it looks, I can cover it. You gonna work on a peekaboo? Ooh. I have a peekaboo that I'm doing, a Halloween peekaboo. It's my last Halloween that I'm doing. After that, I'm done. Not a Halloween person, but I saw a Tumblr and I was so inspired. This, I can remember the name that I saw because I know I commented on. I was like, I'm obsessed. But I don't know. It just looked so easy. It was so pretty. So I want to do that. And I'm gonna make sure I give her all the credit. Because totally only doing a Halloween Tumblr because of her. Because I do not like Halloween. Look how that comes through. Isn't that so fun? The way that it picks up just certain parts of it. I think I'm gonna get a little more of this down and then switch to colors that are a little more punchy. Which one did I see in here? I might go even brighter. I have one more box pulled aside that I'll probably be using too. Oh, yay, the honey one. Oh, that's exciting. That one was so fun. Are you using the little drip hack? All right, I'm lining this piece up right at the top because I want to make sure the top of my tumblers aren't naked, but I'm going to pull it off kind of up in that motion towards the top of the tumbler. That way it doesn't rip down. All of these that I'm using today, these are all foils from Mr. Nola's Glitter. You can get them on their website. If you haven't shopped at Mr. Nola's Glitter before, there's I have a coupon code there. It's SC-Teresa, Teresa. But go to Mr. Nola's Glitter website and they are under foil strip packs. There's so many to choose from. Like, I'm sorry. Please don't blame it on me if you just load up your cart because I'm telling you, I couldn't pick. It was so tough trying to decide what I wanted. I'm going to use a few more from this one, and then I think I'm going to switch to I'm going to fill in the places that I need to get to. And then I'm going to switch to a different one. I've never used fabric foils, so can't answer that. I don't know. As far as like heat press foils, you don't need any heat for these. They're different like that. Like you could just rub them on with kind of a sticky adhesive. The foil strips are from Mr. Nola's Glitter. Look, that piece came up too. Telling you, I'm going to be having this today. I do plan on putting some gold leaf down, so I can easily cover those sections with either gold leaf or a few of the glitters that I have pulled. Okay, I think I'm going to jump. I don't absolutely love this sheet, so I may jump to another one. And I'm going to get a little brighter with some of these colors. I'll keep them all put aside though. I'm going back to Space Cowboy and I'm going to, do I want to go for this one? Look at the colors in here. Let's see. Let me see if I can find a color that has a little more of that kind of Christmassy look and feel to it. Ooh, look, this brings in some fun purples. I always find myself pulling back these pinks and purples. Trying to decide, you know what? Let's go this one. All right, Space Cowboy. I don't know which one it is. These individual ones don't have names, but it's from this bottom corner. Try to put this back in. Tuck it away. Close that before it pops out. All right, and then we'll get some of these on. Oh, look at the green in here. That green is going to play in really, really great. Oh, that's good. Okay. I'll have to show you where this is coming through. Look at how that pink just kind of popped up in there. I have a whole nother set pulled, well, not pulled, written down. I'll say I have a set written down. I have a whole list written down. I've kind of, I've been stuck on this abstract Northern Lights thing. And when I was looking through the foils that they have, it completely popped in my mind to do more of like a water version. You know, like they have the Northern Lights. I'm doing sky. Why not do like a water type version? And they have some really pretty shell sheets that I want to use. So I have my list pulled that I want to do kind of a water vibe. I am using foil adhesive. It's similar to Tack It. It's a foiling glue. You just paint this on and it will, it dries tacky. So you can use your heat gun to kind of encourage it to dry, or you can kind of blow on it, wait it out, whatever your timing allows for. All right, like I said, the top of my tumbler, I'm gonna pull this up, hoping that I don't grip some of that spray paint towards the top and rip that down. Get some more. Yes, you can use Tack It. This does work with Tack It as well. What I'm really trying to do is go around the tumbler and put this color where I don't have it yet. Like I know that I put some of this green there, so I'm gonna dig into some of this pink and lay that on that section. The work time on this stuff is about almost an hour is what I got out of it last night. But after putting this paper on here so many times and rolling it, look, this little piece fell off. I'm just gonna stick it on with my finger. And after putting this on here so many times and pulling it off, it kind of does take away some of the tacky from it just laying on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it again. Hey, Megan. I love when I see someone's name that I know. It's tough. It's tough whenever you know everybody's name on Facebook and then you jump on TikTok and you're like, who are you? Like, can we make a rule? Like, you got to keep your same name. Like, that's it. Go change. Unless I know your business, like, go on, do that. All right, smush this in. Megan, I think you'll appreciate this one. I'm going to go for more of a Christmas vibe. And I'm using colors I don't like, so we're going to go with that. I'm going to take, I have a few spots. No, let's go towards the bottom. After I get some of this around the bottom, kind of even out this pattern, I'm going to get some more of this glue and put it on again. Oh, that way it will, I'll be able to do some of the layers and cover up, because I don't want it to look straight lines all the way around. I want it to be kind of patchy in and out, and that will come from kind of covering up some of those other lines. All right, like I said, let your tumbler, spray paint your tumbler black, let it sit overnight. I have some areas, I spray painted this earlier and I was so excited to get this done for you guys that I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna wait any longer. Let me just go run and do this. And I have some areas where this foil and the Tack It is pulling up the black paint. I'm not worried about it at all because I'm still gonna drop on, like I said, layers, a few more layers of the foils, as well as some really pretty glitter that I pulled and some gold flakes. And that will cover it. Like we can put that, we can position it where we want. So I'm not worried about it, but if you want to do just foils and be a little more cautious, then let your tumbler sit overnight. And like I said, all of these foils are from Mr. Nola's Glitter. You can get it on their website, mrnolaglitter.com. Look at that one. That's a pretty good chunk. My tree line will more than likely cover that. Like, pretty sure. Is gilding glue? I don't know. I've never tried that. If anybody is here and if you see that comment, is gilding glue the same? I don't know. I haven't tried that. You need a glue that's going to dry tacky. Another way, if you don't want to use glue, and I just thought of this, that cat scratch tape or that double-sided tape, I bet that you could just wrap your tumbler with that and do this exact same thing. I would be a little more careful with this touching because it will, that double-sided sticky tape tends to grab this a little better. So I'd be careful, but you can definitely do this with double-sided sticky tape. All right, I'm gonna get some more glue on here and then dry it again. Like I said, I like for this to be kind of abstract and blocky, but I don't want to be able to see where like these almost end in the same spot as far as like these two lines, and I want it to be thrown off a little more. So I'm gonna put some down And I'm just gonna kind of run it through the tumbler.
Is gilding glue the same thing?
I don't know. I just answered that. I don't know what gilding glue is. I'm really sorry. Go through and get this in some of the areas that I see are black or that has kind of a funky line. I'm gonna put something right there because where I pushed this in, it came out with a pretty cool little print, but it's more of like a thumb print. It doesn't quite match the other shape, so I'm gonna go kind of on that a little. I do know that I forgot this glue open last night and it didn't dry up on me. I don't know if that helps. I don't know if that helps anyone, but I totally left this foiling glue open. I came back in my room this morning. It's funny. It's like those nights. Oh, we got to cover up that big old chunk right there. Those nights where like you do a live and then you come back to your computer or your work area in the morning and you're like, what happened? Like what happened last night? Like goodness. All right, so that's on. I'm gonna hit this with the heat gun again, just because I'm impatient. Like this isn't doing anything special. It's drying it, but I can like sit and wait or blow on it, but this heat gun will help speed up that dry. Kind of speed up that drying time. All right, so I'm gonna switch off that one that I just used. There's one in here that I love, that I absolutely love. Look, this one always pops out at me. Okay, it's gonna be this one. So this is from Rocket Man. This is number 17. And look, when I said about doing that little water one, how I wanna do like an abstract water, I'm gonna be using these two from here. They don't have like that much of a spaced look, but the way like the color varies, it's gonna be really, really pretty. I'm excited. I'm really excited to do that one. I love the beach. Like I am all beach vibes, so I'll be excited. Look, this is the one I used last night. So here's a really cool part. You see these little constellations? It's so, so awesome. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put this down in a few spots and I'm going to pull, like I'm gonna pull that little constellation. Let me see if I can grab one towards the bottom to show you guys. All right, we'll focus on this little guy right here. And then we're just gonna, let's hope that that's one of the spots I had another layer of glue. Nope, let's try here. Look how it just stayed. Like it just kind of tucks its way in there. Isn't that so awesome? So then whenever you're looking at this, you'll see kind of those spots through there. That's where I love using these little stars, the number 62 pack, counting stars, because the stars that are in there, they're like, they have a shine to it. Like it's almost hollow. Ah, that pulled off a big chunk. Okay, we're really gonna have to cover that one up. Let me see if I can cut this. That way everything's not getting caught. Here we go. It's kind of hard to tell where I put that new layer of tack it. So we're just gonna tap it down. Let's see if we can feel first. I want to get that guy right there. Oh, here's a spot. Oh, don't go yet. Here we go. So I wanted to overlap some of those squares. Look at that. Look how that fell. So look at that one little star that's still peeking through. I overlapped it, but it just went right there. All right, put this down. Uh-oh, my whole thing's gonna get stuck. But look how fun those colors just overlap. Like I said, this is abstract. This is completely abstract. If you do not feel like it looks like a Northern Lights type thing, that is okay. The whole point is kind of see what you want with it. So no hard feelings if you're like your abstract is trash. I don't mind. And I want to cover this part up again. Is it still tacky? Maybe. try to cover it with a darker piece. Yay, that worked. So look, I was able to put a little blob of black right there and it covered it right up. Go around right here. Like I said, it doesn't have to go this slow because I am going to have kind of a tree line or kind of houses around there. Man, spray paint is not my friend today. But I do want to make sure. Is that tacky? Yes, it is. Oh, I know what I want to put right there. But I do want to make sure that this kind of like peeks through some of that. Let's pull this with the lighter green. I'm going to be smart this time and cut it, because that is a lot easier than having this thing kind of whip around in circles at me. Where was I tacky? That will be the hardest part of this design, is trying to remember where you just put something. Just kind of patches itself right in. I think so too. Yay, I'm happy you said that, because I was right at the point where I was questioning myself. Like, I was nearing self-doubt. You know how they always say, like, you're doing something, it's like, this is amazing. Oh my God, this is so good. Oh God, this sucks. Like, oh, what'd I do? Wow, this is so bad. Okay, it's good. Like, I was nearing the what did I do? Is it gonna come out kind of Christmassy vibes? Isn't it funny how much we kind of doubt ourselves with that? Like, I swear, pretty much, I would say over half the tumblers I do, I have a point where I'm like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing here? This isn't, like, my brain said one thing and my body did something else. Like, that's not how it works. I think it definitely has. Okay, so do you think it needs more red? I hate red. Do you think it needs more red? What do you guys think? Because I definitely want that Christmas vibe. Once the gold gets in here, I'm telling you, the glitters that I have pulled, once that gold gets in here, it's going to do the job. I feel like I might need to go a little more on that red. Oh, man. Okay, let me see. I was kind of hoping you would be like, no, no red, you're great. Let's see. Okay, let's pull this one. This has a bit of red and purple. Cut a piece off so we're not being all crazy with it flying around. Oh my goodness, did you see that stick? Okay, dang it. All right, thank you. Thank you for saying yes to the red. Look how perfect that just finishes it off in there. Oh my goodness, this red on here. I'm not saying I like red. This is not making me like red. Do not start thinking I'm someone I'm not. But that definitely adds that color I needed. And like I said, it's such a fun design. Like, you can, I think that's the thing that I really love about this, is that you can really play with it and have it be your own. Like, the fact that there's so many colors to choose from, you could really throw whatever you want in there. I need to cover up those big old chunks, don't I? Where is that? Here we are. Is that guy ready yet? It might need to be a little stickier. Let's see. Let's get a little more aggressive. Oh, look at that. I want it to go up in here. Like, I don't want it to end that much. Let's pull it sideways. You know what? Let's just go sideways down this thing. See what it can grab. Oh, it kind of pulled it through there in random places. Thanks. Yay. I'm excited you think that, because I'm telling you. Self-doubt. Not even kidding. Like, I know I love the way these come out, but it's funny. It's almost like when I say trust the process, I'm like telling myself, like reminding myself that it's not going to be bad. Okay, I need to get some more of this red in there. All right, I need to turn it this way for a minute. What I want to do I'm gonna cover that. That was one of those pieces I grabbed early on that, I don't know, it had some of the funkier, more galaxy type, and I don't think I wanted to go that deep galaxy, if that makes sense. Okay, I want to make sure that some of these break up kind of some of these squares. Like I don't want it to be perfect squares. So if I see anywhere like right here, how it's like two, you can tell it's two squares, I'm going to kind of gap it in the middle, pretty sketchy, to make sure it kind of clumps together. We'll go some red right here. Might have to get some more glue on my brush. Like I said, guys, super, super abstract on this little Northern Lights vibe. I'm gonna make sure I really hit this with the heat gun good. Need something in there. Wait till y'all see when this glitter part gets on it. All right. Go with my heat gun. That is stuck to everything. All right, go back with this red. We're gonna put this in. Okay, again, this is just an abstract kind of Northern Lights type tumbler. I'm going more for a Christmas vibe. These are all foils from Mr. Nola's Glitter. They come in a pack of 10 foils, and they're so easy to work with. You just put down, I have foil adhesive on here. You can use Tack It, double-sided sticky tape, and then you just kind of press and position these as you want it. Look at that. Oh, I love it. All right, back to finding where I put. I had two pieces that came together. Was it in here? Isn't it funny? I put that down and I'm like, where'd it go? Where is it sticky? All right, stick this on. Some areas you can rub it in really good, but if you want just a little, like a tiny little bit of it, just tap it in. If you want it to be more of like a solid piece in there, then you can go ahead and really rub it in with your fingernail and get that to transfer. And that's all really that you're doing is transferring the image from the top of the foil onto the tumbler. This is the part I think I said I wanted to cover. I like that it's kind of coming off in bits. Like, I think I like that look better. Oh, that's cool. It kind of grabbed around that, see how it kind of grabbed it and still left a little shape. It definitely, I think, has Christmas vibes. Like, I can see it with the yellow red. All right, make sure I go a little lower and get this down here, because that's the main part, is that where these houses are going to be at the bottom, I want to make sure that it's kind of covered up. I'm going to have to turn this the other way again to see what I'm looking at. I don't know, y'all, I think it looks so cool. Like, I really do like the look of this. I'm not saying it just because it's mine. I think if someone else was making this, I'd be like, oh my goodness. No, I don't. I do not do the bottom of my tumblers. I'll show you what I do in 1 second. I got so tired. Oh, that stuck so perfectly. Oh my goodness. Can you see this one right here? It has like little flakes of almost stars in it that are kind of like, can you see it reflective? That silver reflective is grabbing onto here. I love it. That's kind of the thing, right? The little starry night. Oh, perfect. All right, so this is what I do for the bottom of my tumblers. Oh, I don't have my sticker on here. Huh. All right, I'll have to grab a tumbler. Let me grab one. Pause. Sorry. Hold on. Hurry. Okay. So I use the cup edging tool from Wicked Shimmer, and I take my tumbler, I put it on the cup edging tool, run it in a circle. It will cut through any glitters that you have, any epoxy, And then every time I'm doing a tumbler after that, I'm doing the tumbler, doing epoxy after that, I take it and I kind of just wrap it around the bottom just a little. I wrap that epoxy down off that really clean edge, and it will kind of wrap around the bottom. And then on the bottom of my tumbler, I just take a 1-inch sticker and I put it in the, like in that inner circle. I use a heat gun to kind of press it in there to make sure it's like soft and really in there. And then I seal it with sorry, I read someone's question. I seal it with UV resin. I just put a little drop on there, make sure it's smooth, and set it out in the sunlight. All of these foils are from Mr. Nola's Glitter. They're called foil strip packs. Comes in a little set of 10. There are so many to choose from. Like, do not come after me if you buy too much. Don't come after me. If you're new to Mr. Nola's Glitter, I have a code for you. It's 15% off. It's SC-Teresa, T-E-R-E-S-A. So SC-Teresa. But I'm telling you, don't come after me because there are some good ones. My favorite is this little tortoise pack. Look how pretty. Cannot wait. Cannot wait to use that one. Oh, I just slammed it down over there. Did I cover that? Let me see. See if any red will stick to that. Kind of. Let me get a little more. All right, let me get a little more glue on here, and then I will switch to show you how I do little flakes of glitter in here that really shows something pretty. So I'm gonna put this on my paintbrush that will probably be trash. Y'all should see the mess that I have. Like right here is the only clean part on my desk, and right here. All right, let's cover up. Get this on here. I'm gonna go through a few other places. Just kind of roughly tap this around because we're going to be dropping glue and some foils. I don't like that piece. You see that? It's too dark. I shouldn't have pulled that one. It'll still show kind of a different color under epoxy, but I don't know. Not loving that one. Let me see if I can find it again and cover it right there. Well, if it's going to be tacky enough. Let's see. Haha, it was. Fixed it. Love that. All right, see if I can tap that on some of these other areas. Where was that big old chunk? Y'all, it's tough doing these upside down. Like, I need to see what I'm looking at. There we go. There's the part that I tried to break up earlier that I forgot about. Remember I said the blue and blue? Forgot about that one. I'm gonna try to see if there's any spots I can get this to stick towards the top. With some of that other color I wish I wouldn't have used. I don't really wish I wouldn't have used. It's fine. It's covering up. And then when it's all done, I'll kind of be the only one that knows it's there, so it's fine. All right. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so now I'm gonna do pack number 52. This one is called Run the World. There's stars. You see the stars in this one? We're gonna pull some of these stars and get some of that to stick into some of those spots. It'll just kind of be a bright little burst of stars. Let me see. Let me cut this again. Ah! Okay. Right as I say that, it just kind of attaches. That's awesome. Okay, so that's why we cut it, if anyone's wondering. If I can get just some, like, I didn't want to do little fingerprints of those other ones, but I kind of want it in here because it will leave just kind of a cluster of stars behind. See if I can get a good spot to show you. Oh, look at that. It landed right at the top. Can you see it? Like just kind of sitting up there. Perfect. The way that these shine up, like you kind of wouldn't believe it from a foil, but these pick up colors. The epoxy picks up colors and just lets it show in such a way that is like you wouldn't believe it. I mean, it's like I said, this is the foils from last night. Look how the colors just end up popping off that black. And with the colors I put on this, more of like the greens and yellows, all the colors last night that I said I'm not touching, like I don't want those to get away from my cup, are the ones that I used today. How funny is that? Oh, look at that little clump that it left. See how it's like a little thing of stars? I think what I'll do next time is I'll do my tumbler black and then put these stars on first. That way, as these fill in, it will kind of peek around, peek through the back of these. That's what I should have done. That could have given a really, really good effect earlier on. Oh, I wish I would have thought about that. All right. Yeah, look, that part just, see how it grabbed that silver and you can see it peeking through. All right, I'm at the part where you need to stop before you get carried away. You know where you're at the part when you're like, you're gonna ruin it. Put it down, I'm right there. I'm hanging out in that zone. I shouldn't even worry about this down here because like I said, that is going to get kind of a background. Let me see if I have one little sheet laying around somewhere. Which one do I want? Let's see if I can break up some of the color in there. Let's go with the green. Where's the green? Don't know if this is gonna stick. Oh yeah, it did. Okay, good. I wanted that color broken up a little and that worked perfect. Let's see if I can get a red on the other side of that. Because I didn't want it to be like a completely straight line. Where's that ugly red one? There we go. Well, not ugly, sorry. Not ugly. Sorry, guys. Okay, so you saw how when I did that, it left a big straight strip of that. I was able to put some over top and kind of cover how that's gonna go. Kind of played off that big strip that just kind of stuck. So that's where we are right now. I'm definitely getting Christmas vibes. Like that's definitely what I wanted from it. So pretty happy with that so far. And I will show you guys this little next part of adding glitter. I'm not gonna cover this thing in glitter. Like I don't wanna cover that up. I kind of just wanna throw a little and accent it. I have two glitters that I'm gonna pull. So yesterday I used Marrero from Mr. Nola's glitter. It's all shards. It's so pretty. It's all shards. And it gave such a fun little mix. Look at that at the bottom. Can you see it? Like all the colors kind of pulled off in there. It looks more of like a goldish mix when you look at it, more like a beige goldish mix. So I had green and I pulled the green to see how that green would play on this. I'm definitely not going to use a lot since I do see a ton of green in here. I don't want to use a lot, so I'm going to use just a little of that. All right, what I do, oh, I don't know if I, yes I do. All right, anti-static bag. There's this little thing called anti-static bag, anti-static pouch that I use all the time. It has like a little bit of powder in it. There's black glitter on it right now because from when I transferred earlier. But what I do with that is I always wipe down my sheet of paper first, and it will help your glitter not to stick to the paper. It'll just kind of slide right off. So I'm gonna put, just so you guys can see what this is. Can you see the little shards on here? How it has green on there, but those other colors kind of pick up. The thing that's gonna be really pretty is putting this on black is gonna really show, some different fun colors. So I'm just gonna kind of tap it around. I don't wanna dump it on there because I don't wanna overwhelm this. I just want a little kind of accent on there. The other thing is that there's tacket that's still in between a lot of these parts. Even though my foil wasn't completely getting stuck to it, this glitter will, because it's kind of small enough where it will just press in there. So we're just gonna dip our hand on the paper and then just put it around the tumbler. Like I said, just a little of this green in a few different areas. And then I'm gonna switch to that other color because some of the silver and golds in there are really, really pretty. right, so put that aside. And like I said, that color right here was Westwego that I just used for Mr. Nola's glitter. It's all shards. They have a whole set of that one. It is from the West Bank Best Bank collection, and they have a few different colors available in all these shards. So if you really like the look of that, go check out those. All right, and then I'm gonna go with Marrero. This has more, like I said, more of a gold vibe to it, like gold tan. So we're gonna put a few of those around, and then we're gonna get our gold leaf and really put that on. I don't know how far my design is going to go down at the bottom. Like, I don't know what the plan will be, so I'm going to make sure I get at least something on there. That way it isn't completely naked. There we go. Look at that color. Look at that black against there. This one is Mardi Gras. Like, the color of Marrero over a black base, I don't know, something about it just screams Mardi Gras to me. It has such the perfect, I don't know, the way every color throws off in every direction pulls like purple, green, and gold against this black. So I'm really excited. I'm just outside of New Orleans. Mardi Gras is always, always being ordered from me. So I'll be excited to put this on a design that I really, I can't wait to do. I have something in mind. If I pull it off, it's going to be amazing. If I don't, well, then that might be a bummer, but that's all right. Okay, so now I have gold leaf. This is a pack that I got from Amazon. It had like 3 in the thing all together. It was gold leaf, rose gold, and silver. So I just got this. If you want to do a one-stop shop, Mr. Nola's glitter does have gold leaf. And if you hear me talking weird, it's because it's gold leaf. So just work with me for a minute. So we're going to put that in and kind of smash it down. I don't want it to be any big, well, I don't want it to be any big flat chunks. Like if it stays kind of like that, I'm going to try to spread it out with my finger to kind of give it a bit more fun to it and kind of like mush it in. Okay, so I'm sliding it in and it's still getting stuck. Like it's still, in a good way. In a good way, it's still sticking to the tacket that's in there. All right, so I'm gonna get a few more pieces, drop that on, do the same thing. Just put it in and then kind of pull it upward. Oh my God, I feel like a piece just went down my throat. The stuff that someone's gonna find if they ever like cut me open for something. They'll be like, ma'am, why are you full of gold leaf and glitter? Oh my goodness. I don't know if it actually did, but I definitely like breathed in and then all of a sudden felt like I was choking. They'd be like, this lady's fancy. Like what's the patient in that room over there? Cause she is like, y'all come see this x-ray. Could y'all imagine? Oh my goodness. I'm so weird. Sorry guys, a little off track there. I'm weird. All right, I'm gonna keep putting this in, go to some of the other areas that don't have it. And I'm like I said, I'm smashing it in and it's kind of like grabbing, kind of thinning out. When I saw the gold on the other one this morning, that's when I was like, oh my goodness, Christmas. Like the gold against that really made the difference for me. So it's kind of why I'm set on this gold leaf in here. I'll put some, like I said, toward the bottom because I don't know what I'm doing with that yet. Oh, that's a big chunk. Still the same thing though. If you put something on here and you don't like the way it looks, grab whatever you're using, tack it or foiling glue, and just cover it up. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn this around the other way so I can see where I'm at. This is a mess. Like, it's so funny. All of my designs, I like more of the less is more. This is a more is more. Like, I can't laugh right now. This is definitely like a more is more. My mom is gonna see this and be like, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff, I love it. Where I would look at it and be like, oh my God, there's so much stuff, what did you do? Like, why didn't you stop? You were good. You were good up until you grabbed like that extra bit of glitter and foil. All right, rub some of that in. I have a few spots right here. This is a paintbrush that that is much loved. Whenever, like I said, whenever I'm doing gold leaf, I always use a paintbrush. And this is just my gold leaf paintbrush. And I always use a different brush to brush tack it onto my tumbler. And then I use this little paintbrush to just go in and dip kind of down towards the bottom and scoop this up. I keep whatever's left on this plate too. Like I'll just fold up and put it back in here. The foils. I don't know if I answered that. If I didn't answer that yet, Mr. Nola's glitter is where all of these foils came from. And there's so many packs. And guys, I want to see what you guys make with this. So on Facebook, I have a Sippy Couture community Facebook group where I do lives, coupon codes, and giveaways. I do a live every Wednesday, and it's either kind of an unboxing from Mr. Nola's glitter, or I'll make something with some supplies of theirs. So come hang out over there. Like I said, coupon codes, giveaways, lives. I really want to give back as much as I can, so I'm having some fun with that. Like I said, Facebook group is Sippy Couture Community. And every Wednesday, I go live, and it's in Sippy Couture Community as well as Mr. Nola's Glitter. So come hang out and see what else we try to figure out. Oh, I shouldn't laugh. So that just blew away from me. Okay, I think I'm going to stop before I do too much. So here's the thing. What I will do, kind of smashing this in. Yes, I am going to seal this. What I'll do is I'll take this outside and I'm going to I'll grab some clear spray paint. It doesn't matter if it's matte or glossy. I will probably grab glossy because I don't know where my matte is, so it doesn't matter. Unless you add glitter. So let me say this. If you want to have the bottom look like water and kind of have a tree line right here, or whatever you're going to do, and have glitter or some type of ombre on this, I would suggest that you spray paint this in a matte glitter. That way your glitter will not stick to the matte. For some reason, at least at my house, whenever I use clear spray paint, if I use a gloss and I go to glitter something, that glitter will want to stick to the gloss. If I use matte spray paint, that glitter will not want to stick to that matte spray paint after it's dry. Obviously after it's dry. I can get a dry brush, a dry paintbrush, and brush off that extra glitter a lot easier with matte spray paint than I do gloss. If I don't have any matte and I have to use gloss but I still want to glitter, what I would do is after I have epoxy done, I will take this little anti-static pouch and I will actually wipe down my tumbler before that, kind of tap it around. That way it's easier because glitter doesn't like to stick with that. It like takes the static out of it or something, and it won't want to stick to it. But this is what we have today. I am getting that Starry Night vibe from this also. I love it. So I'm going to figure out a nice little Christmas quote to go on this. Do a cute, probably little house line with like a little moon and Santa. And it's going to be super abstract. Like I said, I know this is kind of one of those things where you might look at it and be like, I don't see Starry Night, like, or you're crazy. That is a big mess of colors. But I really wanted to go kind of that abstract vibe. And I love it. I really like the way it comes out. Especially, like I said, with these colors under epoxy. I don't know. These foils just pop. So that's it, guys. If you have any questions, you can find me on Sippy Couture Community Facebook group. I can jump on there all the time, anytime, all the time. Answer any questions you guys have. Like I said, all these amazing foils are from Mr. Nola's Glitter. They just have a great selection. Seriously, like over 65. Definitely over 65 because I think that pack is number 62. And at like number 68, I was like, I'm gonna go broke. So a lot to choose from. So you guys go check them out. Show me what you make. Like, I would love to see what you guys make with these foils. I feel like they're such a game changer. So many options that you can do with them. And I'm obsessed. I love them. So thanks for hanging out, guys. I will see you next time I decide to jump on here. Hope everyone has a good week. Thursday already, so one more day. My kids are off school tomorrow, so that should be fun. So happy Thursday. You guys have a good week. Also, Rachel over at Mr. Nola's Glitter, she's going live every Thursday. She does a Make It With Me Thursday, and she always has something super amazing planned. So go check her out on Mr. Nola's Facebook page and have some fun with her tonight because, I don't know, she's come up with some great stuff, and it's super, super easy to do. So, all right, guys, thanks again for hanging out. See y'all soon. Bye.